Who are the Nilotic peoples? Much remains mysterious, questionable, and unknown about their origins. As a member of this community myself, I believe it is part of my mission to help find the answers to these questions. They are a people native to the Nile Valley and are native to northeastern Africa. They inhabit countries such as Sudan, South Sudan, Ethiopia, Kenya, and Tanzania, and Uganda. The terms Nilotic and Nilote were previously used as racial subclassifications based on anthropological observations of the supposed distinct body morphology of many Nilotic speakers. 20th century social scientists have largely discarded such efforts to classify people according to physical characteristics in favor of using linguistic studies to distinguish among peoples. They formed ethnicities and cultures based on a shared language. Since the late 20th century, however, social physical scientists are making use of data from population genetics. The languages spoken by these people are called the Nilotic languages. They are classified as Eastern Sudanic speakers under the Greater Nilo-Saharan language family. They were amongst the Eastern Sudanic speakers who spread from the Wadi Hawar region in northern Sudan, where archaeological remains were said to closely resemble modern South Sudanese material. These people in the Wadi Hawar were said to be the ancestors of modern-day South Sudanese Nilo-Saharan speaking pastoralist communities. One thing to note is that the uniqueness of the Nilotic peoples isn't limited to their physical characteristics in distinct languages. Geneticists have also taken notice of this as well. Many genetic studies on the Nilotic people reveal that they carry a distinct ancestry from other African populations. The modern-day Nilotic groups are widely considered as direct descendants of past populations living in Northeast Africa many thousands of years ago. We see a wide range of evidence for this when looking at the paternal lineages most common in Nilotic peoples. The AM13, otherwise known as A3B2M13. This is an especially common haplogroup of the Southern Sudanese people, where it peaks at 53%, and especially among the Dinka populations, where it peaks at 61%. What's very interesting about the frequency and the locations where this haplogroup can be observed is that it runs consistent with historical events of Northeast Africa, in addition to the Mediterranean and Arab worlds. In the Nile Valley Nubia region, according to genetic studies done on ancient DNA, this haplogroup, described as a Nilotic element, was in high frequencies of the early state formation of the Kushite kingdoms, especially among Neolithic samples of Kadruka, where this haplogroup was found amongst 3 Neolithic period fossils. These studies reveal that in later time periods, as these kingdoms thrived, a YAP insertion of haplogroups E, D, and F also dominated against the background of haplogroup AM13. Occasionally, lineages of AM13 have also been observed outside of the Sudanese region, such as the Aegean region of Turkey at 6.7%, Yemenite Jews at 5%, Egyptians at 2.7%, Palestinian Arabs at 1.4%, Sardinians at 1.3%, and the capital of Jordan, Amman, at 1%, and Oman 0.8%. These findings coincide with a range of historical events, such as the Ethiopian soldiers who fought in the Roman army, from the Arab slave trade into the early Nilotic expansions out of the northern Sudanese region. Another lineage common in the Nilotic-speaking peoples are the BM60 lineages. These lineages have been observed amongst the Nuer people at 50%. A study done on Sudanese Copts revealed some secrets and some interesting information about these lineages and its association with early Nilotic people. It was said that this group of Sudanese Copts represented a living record of Egypt's population history. It is widely accepted that they are a relatively genetically unaffected population within the recent history in the Sudan, and their lineages revealed a colonization of southern Egypt, likely by the Nilotic peoples in the early state formations, something that conforms with both recorded history and Egyptian mythology. These early Nilotic populations that colonized southern Egypt were most likely the Proto-Eastern Sudanic speakers, ancestors of the Nilotes, who inhabited parts of Lower Nubia. They are associated with sites such as the Napta Playa, Jebel Sahaba, and the Greater Kadan culture, a Mesolithic culture of Egypt. These studies coincide with the fact that it is generally agreed that the early ancestors of Nilotic people inhabited southern Egypt, otherwise known as Lower Nubia, as Proto-Eastern Sudanic speakers, and then gradually moved south into the northern and central Sudanese regions during the 5th and 2nd millenniums. After these time periods, a series of migrations from Nilotic-speaking communities gradually expanded into the East African region. Honorable mentions of Nilotic communities today are Dinka, Nuer, the Lua, Maasai, the Kauro speaking people such as the Bari and the Mundari, the Toposa and the Kajilin,